It's nuts. Meanwhile, a crazy alert for you. This is just absolutely crazy. Donald Trump wants to sell you the suit off his back. This guy, he just never saw a grift he didn't like. You know, when the NTFs, you know, these non-fungible trading, I forget what NTF stands for, but they're these digital trading cards that are supposed to be unique with blockchain technology. And there was like this hot thing for like a week, and Trump was selling them like crazy for 99 bucks, and now they're worthless. Well, now he's got a new scam. If you buy for $99 a piece, if you buy $4,700 worth of them, 47 cards, not only will you get the cards in, these are just emails, they're just digital files. They don't cost him anything to make or to send. Not only will you get the 47 digital files, which, you know, are collector's items, don't you know, but you'll also get a signed scrap of the suit Trump was wearing when he was arrested for racketeering in Georgia. The site is advertising it as the most historically significant artifact in United States history. Right. More important than George Washington's coat, you know. This is crazy. Also, the fine print, when you read it, when you go to the website where it says, you know, hey, do you want to buy $4,700 worth of these things and get a piece of the suit? It says you may or may not get a piece of the suit. You know, that's the fine print. You know, it's like, you know, maybe we'll sell out. Maybe we won't have enough. Maybe we only have 2 or 3 to begin with. Who knows? You know, you just don't know because it's another Trump scam. I mean, his kids have been, you know, had to go through a training program about how not to scam people because of their phony charity in New York. They ripped off a children's cancer charity. I mean, how bad does it have to get? Well, I guess, you know, how low will he go? The guy's been a TV huckster his whole life. It was Trump Steaks. It was the Trump Monopoly board game. It was the Trump, you know, University. It was the Trump airline. It was the Trump vodka. It was, you know, and it was the Trump books. Now it's the Trump suit. You can buy your piece of Donald Trump's suit for only $4,700. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Pathetic, actually, but amazing. See what's on your mind. Billy in Austin, Texas. Hey, Billy, promise me you won't swear on the air again?
You got my word, Ben.
Okay, thanks. What's up?
Well, I was going to say that you raising the specter of some sort of nefarious constitutional convention by the conservatives is hypocritical and ridiculous and asinine.
If I may, Billy, they've been rehearsing it in Washington, D.C. every year for almost 15 years now. I think 13 or 14 years. You get all these delegates from all over the United States. They bring hundreds of people to Washington, D.C. It's a very well-funded. You can look it up. They've got their own website, conventionofstates.com.
And I know that. I understand that happens, but that's not, the conservatives want to live by the Constitution as it is written. It's you guys that want to change the language on it, change the meaning of it, and that's why it's hypocritical of you to raise the specter of us wanting to do something nefarious like that.
But it's conservative groups and Republicans who are promoting the Convention of States. It's not Democrats. I don't know of any Democrats saying. I mean, I'll give you this, Billy. There are Democrats who are saying that we should amend the Constitution to reverse Citizens United, to essentially say, no, corporations are not people, and no, money is not speech. And I agree with that. I support that. Then there's a group, Move to Amend, that actually wants to amend the Constitution to say that. But that's a very different thing than calling a constitutional convention and literally rewriting the Constitution from top to bottom, which is what these conservative groups are calling for. They think that the welfare provision of the Constitution, for example, should be just stripped out. The government should have no role in the welfare of the people. And, this is a long-held conservative position. It's a legitimate conservative position. But, I don't think you can deny that conservatives have been saying since 1935 that Social Security is just socialism and Medicare should be, up to, private industry and, do away with food stamps and WIC because it's all terrible socialist stuff.
Okay, Tom, what about a convention to reestablish what the Constitution said? and just make sure that it's in bold print for everybody to understand. Words mean things.
Well, words mean things, but at the end of the day, the Supreme Court is the final arbiter of what the words in the Constitution mean. And, you know, they're changing those words rapidly. I mean, you know, for a while, the words in the Constitution meant a woman can get an abortion. Now it means maybe she can't. You know, so it's up to the Supreme Court. So, you know, I'm not opposed to some clarification here and there, but I am a little concerned when people who are principally being funded by right-wing billionaires want to make America safer for billionaires. That's my concern.
It's decided that the Constitution used the right of privacy to allow a woman to have abortion anytime she wanted to. It's conservative, but it's also very reasonable to say that you shouldn't be able to have an abortion as a means of birth control, that a woman can't decide in the 5th or 6th month or when she gets in a fight with her husband that she's going to abort the baby.
Well, under Roe v. Wade, what you're describing was the law. After the 3rd trimester, you pretty much had to have a legitimate reason, a legitimate medical reason to get an abortion in every state in the United States.